Should you play Cavern of Dreams? I knew that I wanted to try it from the first time that I saw it. Developer By9 Studios absolutely nailed the look of the Nintendo 64. Everywhere you go, you can see influence from some of the greatest games of all time. Does this game compare to those time-tested masterpieces? And does it stand on its own as a unique project? The atmosphere is apparent as the gentle music of the cavern begins to play. Low-poly characters and landscapes greet you. Everything seems to have a surreal quality about it, as if you fell asleep after playing N64 all night and dreamed up your own game. Part of that is thanks to an optional filter, making the game look like it's being played on an old TV. Eventually, I decided I preferred to play with the filter off, but I love that it was a consideration, and it speaks to the amount of detail that went into this game. From start to finish, the world feels like a well-thought-out place, designed with intention, both in terms of appearance and level design. This is supported with many secrets that await discovery, including shortcuts that wrap the world around itself. There are times when it feels like you might have gone out of bounds, and I say that in the most complimentary way possible. It gives that sense of wonder and excitement of going somewhere you maybe shouldn't be. Being a collectathon, there's a lot to find, and the game makes it rewarding to explore. Whether it's finding a secret passage, using a new skill to open a locked area, or making a tough jump, the game practically begs you to experiment and try new methods. There's often more than one way to solve a puzzle, and there's a lot of freedom in the hands of the player to play how they like. As you progress, you unlock new skills to broaden your arsenal, and there are additional power-ups scattered throughout several levels. My first impression was I was a bit surprised that there wasn't a double jump. In an interview with the developer, they mentioned that was intentional, because they aren't a fan of double jumps. I respect that decision to stay true to their vision. While it did take some getting used to become comfortable with the controls, there was a noticeable difference in my gameplay as I gained confidence in the skill set. In particular, I enjoyed using the rolling and swimming abilities to make Fynn, the main character, move quickly, and the speedy movement mechanics give a nice contrast to the tighter and more deliberate platforming controls. That being said, there is a good variety of challenge to be found in Cavern of Dreams. On the one hand, you have fairly simple obstacles like doors that need to be opened by finding a switch. Sometimes hints to a puzzle will be discreetly hidden in the level, and the difficulty comes down to your level of observation. Other times you will have to do a bit of digging, as in finding clues in different areas and putting the pieces together. With some patience, I was able to complete the game, and at the end, I used a guide to clean up the last few collectibles and get 100%. There's no combat system. Instead, enemies are more like environmental hazards. This was another intentional design choice by the developer, and I agree that this style of interaction fits the game better. The enemies are not necessarily out to get you, they're more like extra variables involved in solving the puzzles. So, should you play Cavern of Dreams? Well, do you have good memories of growing up playing Banjo-Kazooie, Super Mario, and the Zeldas on N64? If so, then the answer is a definite yes. This game does a great job of scratching that nostalgic itch while bringing its own world and story to the table. But what about if you never played N64? I still think this is a good game to play to get a similar feeling of what everyone praises the classics for. Either way, if the art style, exploration, and puzzles appeal to you, this experience is a beautiful fever dream to get lost in for a weekend. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the review. Please consider leaving a like and hitting subscribe. Thanks again, until next time.